Hi there, or how we say in Czech, dobrý den. I'm Jiří Pekhart from Budweiser Budvar, and I'm delighted to be your guide to the most famous and to the most precious product of the Czech Republic, the beer. Look around. We are on the town square of České Budějovice in the south of Bohemia. This is the home to Budweiser Budvar. Although we are a Czech brewery, allow me to use one German word, Budweis. Budweis is the German for České Budějovice, and it is where Budweiser in the trademark Budweiser Budvar comes from. This city and this region has been famous for 700 years for its beer brewing. And in 1895, the Czech brewers have founded the Budweiser Budvar Brewery to carry on this long tradition of beer brewing of the Czech and German citizens. We are very proud to maintain the original recipes and the use of carefully chosen ingredient even today. Let me show you. It might feel a little strange to be talking about water on a tour about a beer. However, the water is a very important piece in the puzzle of any great lager. This brewery has been very fortunate to be located above an underground reserve of Ice Age water which hasn't seen daylight for 10,000 years. This is our 300 meters deep artesian well. We use it to draw the water to the surface in its original immaculate condition. It doesn't require any chemical treatment and it's perfectly soft for brewing of lagers such as Budvar. This is the Brewing House. We are in the heart of the brewery. As you might know, water is not enough to make beer on its own. There's so much more needed in the process. Let me show you. This is the place where malt comes to the production. As you can see here, it gives the beer the color, but it also gives it the body and the very character. It's very important because it lays the ground for the alcohol creation later on in the brewing process. We are particularly proud about our malt. We use a single strain malt grown in carefully selected regions in Moravia, located in the eastern part of the Czech Republic. This is this very malt which stands behind the flavor and character of our beer. Hops, for sure, is the seasoning to the beer. That's the spice. But without malt, the beer would be impossible. Although we are also equally proud about our hops. It doesn't grow far away from the place where we brew our beer. It comes from the region of Žatec in the northern part of Bohemia. The hops that we use are Saaz hops, perfect for brewing a Bohemian lager and one of the most expensive hops in the world, with a perfect balance of sweet and bitter notes. Budweiser Budvar is the largest brewery in the world that we know of to only use whole cone hops. This adds more flavor and aroma to the taste of Budvar. Although it is more expensive, we know it's worth it. So this is where the magic happens. We are in the famous cellars of Budweiser Budvar Brewery, and these are the tanks we use for maturation. We have been described as the last true lager brewer of Europe, mainly because our extremely long maturation time, which is about 7 times longer than the maturation of many mainstream lagers. There are not that many breweries who are devoted to the 5th ingredient in the beer making, to the time. We truly believe that the time adds to perfection of the beer and helps to develop its smoothness and its sweet, bitter finish. There is something special about South Bohemia, the region of the Czech Republic where Budvar comes from. They say time runs slower here. Devotion to tradition and to making sure things are done the right way runs throughout the region, as well as through the Budvar Brewery itself.